total praise. God, you know what we're in need of. So we praise you in advance. Declare and decree and claiming that it's already done. Lift our hands in total praise to you. Amen. Total praise.
Total praise. Total praise.
We surrender all to you, God.
Take your time, man. Go ahead, Pastor. Go ahead. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Total praise to you. I lift my hands in total praise to you. Someone say total praise. Total praise. It comes from the heart. It comes from the heart. I always say it's a difference between worshiping and performing.
That's right. We want to talk about it. Yes, sir.
You're not afraid to lift your voice,
Yes,
raise your hands to the Lord, knowing what the Lord has done for you. That is worship. You don't care who's looking at you. You don't care what others think about you. And you can just cry. You can grab the tissues and snot and water from your eyes all over the place. Because you know just how good God has been. Total praise. I don't care who's looking. I just know what God has done for me. I don't care who don't care. I just know how great God has been to me. Total praise.
Yes, sir.
He knows my heart. He knows my heart, and that's my subject this morning. He knows my heart. Let us pray.
Go ahead, man.
God, you know our hearts.
Yes, sir.
Speak to us directly from your throne. I surrender my will to yours to be used as a mouthpiece. Let nothing that I say, oh God, not be of you. And let us receive it in our hearts so we can apply it to our lives in Jesus' holy name. Amen. And he knows my heart. Point to yourself. He knows my heart. He knows my heart. Valentine's is coming. Valentine's right around the corner. Honestly, Sister Shanita and I, we don't really think about it all like that, like we used to when we were dating and stuff. I say that because you're not here. Let me just rephrase it. I don't think about it all like that. She gonna see the video though, so I'm in trouble.
That's right.
Listen, Valentine's Day, right around the corner. Listen, it's all right to be, it's all right to be secular for like 2 minutes.
Talk about it, man. Come on, man. Talk about that.
Just don't dwell in it.
Yeah, that's right.
Because truth be told, your spouse and everything, truth be told, you don't have relations with your spouse, to Mahalia Jackson.
Come on with it, man. That's the truth.
Am I lying, married folk? You can't make love to that. Man, they're preaching to each other. Listen, let's just keep it real.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's all right, please, secular, just for a few minutes. A few minutes, y'all agree? Yeah, just don't dwell in it. There are some songs that came to mind as I was prepping this message. You know, about the heart. Some love songs about the heart, you know. And the thing about songs about the heart, you know, you got your, you know, your great ones, and you got your ones that, God, she hurting. You know? Some of the artists, they do some of their best work when they're hurting, though.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Because their heart was broken, right? But you got some great songs, you know. She called herself Michelle. I just think her name Michelle, for real, for real. It's Michelle. Stop it. Something in my heart, something in my heart. Y'all ain't been saved all your life. I heard you. Ooh, the sky looked on you. Y'all know I'm old school.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
She was saying that thing. It was a classic. It was a hit. It was genuine. And then, you know, you got your heart songs, Heartbreak. You know, Toni Braxton, one of my favorite singers, you know.
Yes.
Powerful Grammy-winning song.
Yes.
Unbreak my heart. She was hurt. Say you love me again. Listen, I'm a dude, right? And I love Toni Braxton. I was like, God, help me. Like I broke her heart. You got your, you know, dance floor, heart songs, you know, heartbeat. You make me feel strong. Y'all ain't been saved all your life.
I'm done. I'm sorry, I'm not talking.
Y'all play too much. Michael Jackson, I want to say his brothers backed him up. He had one of the most classic songs. It was a heartbreak song, but that thing grew. Heartbreak Hotel.
Yes.
Boom, 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 boom. We out on the dance floor. Hey! And he's singing about heartbreak. Heartbreak Hotel. Hey! And at the end, he tear the hotel up. He's screaming, guitar. I'm like, what happened to him? Back to the sermon. Back to the sermon. Listen, it's all about the heart. The heart. Listen, and the heart, you know, it has an exterior and an interior.
Teach me. Teach.
Exterior and an interior. You know, we have eyes, so we have a tendency to look at the surface. And we tend to judge things by the surface. If you go to this fine restaurant, that look like a nice place to check out. Let's check this restaurant out. And if you go inside and you see a cockroach or a mouse, are you going to stay in there? Matter of fact, you're going to report them, I hope. Where is the health department when you need them? It looks good on the outside, but they don't keep it too clean on the inside. If you go on travel, you go to hotels. This looked like a nice hotel, the Radisson and Ritz-Carlton. It is beautiful, but you go in there and half the heat, the AC don't work, and people all noisy next door. You don't get your money's worth. It's not all what it's cracked up to be in the advertisement, but it looks good on the outside. Vehicles look nice on the outside. That look nice. I like that. That's pretty cool. You open up the inside, you got McDonald's wrappers under the seat, and bubble gum and soda bottles under the seat. And old pennies up between the seats. It looks good on the outside. But listen, you don't throw away a Mercedes because it has a little dent in it. Are you hearing this, church? Yeah, well, I got a fender bender on the Mercedes. You don't just say, I got to get rid of this thing. You take it to get it fixed. Are you hearing this, church? We as followers of the Lord Jesus, we have this thing where, all of us going to slip up. Right? It's not a matter of if, it's when. But some of us, who haven't gotten to the level to say, I gotta do better and hold yourself accountable. When we do slip up and you, with love, correct a fellow believer and follower of Christ, you know the saying, God knows my heart.
Right.
You know that saying, right? You heard that before?
Yeah.
To justify the sin.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, and God knows my heart.
Right.
He sure does. I'm just sent by here to tell you, hey, look, do this a little better. It wasn't too cool how you talked to her. You may want to apologize. God knows my heart. He sure does. But he sent me to tell you something about what you need to get better with your heart with.
Right.
So, we've heard that before, have we not? The heart is an amazing thing. And just these 3 verses, they are talking about David. And David in 1 Samuel. 1 Samuel 16:7 says, but the Lord said to Samuel, do not look on his appearance, on the height of his stature, because I've rejected him.
Right.
For the Lord does not see as mortals see. They look on the outward appearance. Someone say the surface. But the Lord looks on the heart. The background of just verse 7 right there, what happened was Israel, they got a little impatient because their king was gone and everything. And they was like, we need a king.
Teach, man. Teach.
We need somebody to replace them and everything. And God kept trying to show them that I'm your king. All you need is me. But they was pressed. Tell your neighbor they were pressed. And they, look, we need a king, man. We need a king. And God said, okay, all right. Well, I'm going to give you Saul. Not Saul of Tarshish, but Saul. King Saul. Right? And they got Saul. They got what they wanted. They got a king to satisfy them as a nation. And, but the thing about it is Saul just couldn't keep himself together. Saul was selected because, Saul, they kept crying to God about a king. And God said, even though I'm your king and I want you to serve me and look at me as your king, I'm going to give you what you asked for. Do you know that sometimes God will still give you what you asked for, even though it ain't good for you? Are you in this church?
Yes, sir.
Just so God can show you made the wrong choice.
Yes,
are you in this church? They got what they wanted. They got King Saul. And King Saul, we are old school. He starts smelling himself. And he committed to sin. And look, God eventually said, I regret making him king. He ain't right. Look at your neighbor, say he ain't right. So Samuel had to select another king. Because check this out. God's presence left Saul. Ooh. Sometimes, God is with me. You better be careful when you say that.
Yes, sir.
When you start cutting up. Are you here in this church? Hold on, Pastor. We under the grace of Jesus Christ. Who you think God is?
Right.
You better be careful when you start cutting up, because the presence of the Lord left Saul. Are you hearing this?
Yes, sir.
So you got to be careful being rebellious against the Most High God. Because God is like, look, I have nothing to do with this.
Right.
And until she turn around and find out I ain't with her, I'm going to let her be out there on that island by herself.
Right.
Are you hearing this, church?
Yes, sir.
The presence of the Lord left Saul. So Samuel was tasked to get another king. So God said, look, go on over to Bethlehem. Somebody named Jesse over there. Not Sister Jesse. Not Sister Jesse. Not Sister Jesse. It was a guy named Jesse. Go on over to Bethlehem and check out this guy, Jesse. He got a few sons. And God says, the one I got for as king, I will tell you. Someone say, listen to God. Oh, say it again, listen to God. Samuel did what God said, but when Samuel arrived on the scene, he was like, oh, okay, he's seen all the sons. He's like, surely the anointing is up in here. That must be that one right there. And God says, don't look on his appearance or the height of his stature, because I have rejected him. Don't you know that sometimes you can look the part? Don't mean that you're anointed. Oh, yeah, y'all ain't gonna say nothing to me this morning. You can look the part, but God is like, I have rejected him or her. That ain't the one here. Even though they look good and they stand tall and they wear the collar and the robes, that ain't the one I chose. So, just the quiet part of the sermon. Sometimes folks can look the part, but it doesn't mean that's the one who God has. Yeah, this is a message for the single folk. Yeah, be careful now who comes in your space and who occupies your space, and you think they are sent by the Lord. It is up to you to pray, God, is he or she from them? Because God might just tell you, I rejected him or her. Don't go there. Are you hearing this, church? Yes, sir. Oh, yeah, holler if you hear me. Yeah, the Lord said, don't look on his appearance or height and stature, because I rejected him. He said, the Lord says, I do not see as mortals see. We're mortals. Yeah. They, us, look on the outward appearance. Right. Say the exterior. Right. Say the surface. But he says, the Lord looks on the heart. Yeah, so Samuel got it. Okay. They ran down the list. Jesse, don't you got other boys around here? Yeah, Roscoe out there, he cutting grass. Nah, that ain't him. You got any more? Yeah, one down there cooking grits and stuff. You want to check him out? Ain't him, because he's burning them up. That's not him. That ain't him. He can't cook. That ain't him. Nah. You got any more? Yeah, I got a young one out there. He out there in the field. Someone said he was humble. He out there, and he's my youngest. And he out there in the field. He's just being a humble servant. And guess what he was doing? He was shepherding. God was already prepping David for what he was in for. He was already a shepherd as a young boy. And God says, yep, that's the one right there, Samuel. That's him, pick him. And eventually Samuel just went on and poured some oil on him when he had a chance and anointed him. For what? For his position as king. So we go on to Psalm 51. Someone say Psalm. Psalm 51, just two verses 6 and 10. This is a psalm of David. We fast forward years later. David is a grown man now. But what's going on here? Well, David says, he's crying out to God. You desire truth in the inward being. Someone say inside. Therefore, teach me wisdom, he said, in my secret heart. Someone say inside. Oh, then he go to 10. Yeah. Create in me a clean heart, oh God. And put a new and right spirit in me. Oh, man, David grown now. David's heart wasn't so pure this time. What happened? Well, David was pleading for God's mercy. David's heart eventually became corrupt. Y'all know somebody that heart eventually became corrupt over time? Yeah. See, God can choose you as a young one or even old, and your heart is pure. But it doesn't mean over time it won't become corrupt. Are you here in this church? What happened to David? Well, eventually he started to embrace pride. And eventually he started letting lust take over. And ego. And he started power tripping and even started deceiving people. Well, what happened? I don't know if you really know the story, but David was a king now. He was in charge. He was in charge, and most kings back in those times, they go out to battle and war with the soldiers. But David decided, I ain't going out there. I'm going to just send them. I ain't messing with them. Hey, y'all go on out there and fight that battle, and I'll be right here. Right here. And I'll see you when you get back, if you make it back. Oh, David was in the palace. He was taking a little nap, a little cat nap, and he decided to wake up, and he woke up, and remember, he's in a palace, so he lived in lodge. And he woke up off the couch, and he took a walk, and he
Teach.
Hey, y'all, come here. Told his servants, come here. What did he see? He saw a lady bathing. Why was she bathing outside to begin with? We'll get to that part. But David saw her. Hey. Hey, y'all. Hey, come here. Who's that? Servant said, look, man, you don't want to. Look, I'm paraphrasing. I'm giving you Ronnie Young version, amen? You don't want to mess with that champ. She married. Matter of fact, her son, her husband is one of the soldiers in the war. Don't do it, dude. Don't do it. Don't do it. And David, she out there bathing. She see me up here on the balcony. What she want me to see her or something? Why is she all outside butt naked for? Despite that he was told that, he said, look, man, go get her. They went and did what he said. Her name is Bathsheba. We don't know nobody, at least I don't, in 2019 named Bathsheba. Do we? Do you? Actually, do you? Y'all know anybody named Bathsheba? Y'all in trouble. Look. Name your child Bathsheba. Don't be doing that. The doctor be like, I'm sorry. What you want to name him? Bathsheba. Doctor like, okay. Put it on the birth certificate. Look, don't do it. I don't know nobody in the 21st century named Bathsheba. But she was out there bathing. Right? And she had just came off of her cycle. That's why she was cleansing herself. And David said, look, y'all, don't get her, please. Don't get her. She came on back. And some of us who know the story, they had relations. But somebody say, oops. Say it again. Oops. Later on, Bathsheba told David, hey, we got to talk. That's that we got to talk thing. Fellas, fathers in here, fathers. Hey, look, when you get a call, get a chance, call me. Matter of fact, just see me when you get home. We got to talk. The guys are like, okay, what's this about? Take the long route home, and are you here in this church? And Bathsheba told David that, hey, got some news for you, champ. When we had relations, when you called me from my place of bathing, and you did your thing, I got knocked up. Y'all still use that term?
Yes, sir.
I got pregnant. In other words, that's what Bathsheba said. Look, I'm pregnant. David, hey, you what? It's no contraceptives back then. Come on, y'all. But she said, look, you got a baby on the way, my man. And he's like, okay. She married. How am I going to work this one out here? And he decided that he was going to say, look, I'm going to make it seem like a husband did. Y'all following the story?
Right, yeah.
And look, me out the battle. He said, look, you told the servants, hey, look, go on and get a husband. Go on and get him. He came back and said, do me a favor. You ain't got to fight right now. He was a leader in the war. He said, you ain't got to fight. Just go on and go home. take a break. So David wanted Bathsheba's husband to come home and take a break so he can sleep with her. So it make it look like it was his child. But the husband says, okay, I'll stay home for a little bit, but what I'm not going to do is go home and leave the soldiers. I'm not going to abandon them. I know my job. So he refused that, and David found out, and David got upset. And David says, you know what? Told some of his servants, go on and send him to war. Go on and send him out in the front line. To do what? So he can get killed. Y'all following the story? Y'all thought Young and the Restless was bad. As the world turns and all my children and God and light. Yeah, I'm old school. I used to watch that stuff with my mother. You hear me? And he told him, he said, look, go ahead and send him on the front line. And that's what happened. Bathsheba's husband went on the front line and got killed. Y'all want to hear the trifling part of the story?
Go ahead, man.
David married Bathsheba right afterwards. And they kept on having kids. Here's my question. Why did Bathsheba fall for the okie doke? Y'all women quiet right now. Why? Now, even back then, women didn't have much say. Women just did what they were told. But at the same time, look, why did Bathsheba say, you know what, hubby gone? She did weep for him. She did cry for him. But why would she say, look, I'll go and be, this dude's hubby? Why? Because he had clout.
That's right.
He was the king.
Yeah. Right.
Listen, ladies, you got to be careful about the fella you choose because he's in a high position. All you hear in this church. Because it don't mean that his heart is in the right place. All you hear in this church. But listen, despite all of the drama that went on like a soap opera with David, despite all that stuff, as we are in Psalm 51 now, despite it all, he still had a heart for God.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he still was remorseful. And guess what? God's covenant was still on him despite his mistakes. Yeah. Well, how does this apply to me, Pastor? I'm thrilled that you want to know. Yeah. Just like David, church, God knows your heart. Someone say, God knows my heart. And God knows when it was pure and innocent as a little baby. And God knows that over time it became a little corrupt, just a little bit. Maybe not else in here, but just a little bit. God already knows, check this out, that you don't qualify for most of the blessings that you've been given. God already knows that you don't deserve what I've been given to you, but you have a heart for me. So I'm going to make sure I bless you with it anyways, because my covenant is all on you. Yeah, but you're humble and you don't mind serving. So God says, I'm going to show favor on you and put you in a position that you don't even qualify for. In spite of your flaws. Yeah, so listen, ladies, you may not be Holly Berry fine. And fellas, you may not be the sexiest man alive on People magazine. Listen, and you made some big mistakes. You made some mistakes over and over again. But listen, God says as long as your heart is fine and you yearn for him, none of that stuff even matters. Yeah, you made some mistakes over and over again. How many have you?
Yes, sir.
I pray I ain't the only one raising my hands up in here. Yeah. Over and over again, it was always something, I sinned again and I did this. But God says, when you cry out to me, I'll make sure I clean your heart. Because God is faithful and just to make sure I turn it all around for you. Because you decided you're going to cry out to me and let me know that you're sorry and you're wrong. Yeah, see, your heart may have had some physical issues, just like we've already heard. But God is still a healer, and God is still a restorer. And God will give you more than a second chance. How many of you got more than a second chance and knew that you should have died years ago? But God decided that, I still got something for you to do. I gave you more than a second chance. And what I'm going to do is make sure your heart is in the right place. Because you got to go and speak to somebody about how I gave you breakthrough. Because somebody needs to know, what do I need to do when my heart ain't feeling right? God is the greatest cardiologist of all time. If you don't know, you need to ask. So give all your heart issues to the Lord, church. Let God have it all and let God cleanse you from the inside out. Let God renew your spirit from the inside out. It's not what's on the inside, on the outside. It's what's on the inside. Listen, I'm not the finest guy in the magazine, but I have a heart for the Lord. I'm not the smartest dude on social media, but I have a heart for the Lord. I'm not the wisest guy on my job, but I got a heart for the Lord. I'm not even the tallest dude in my family, but I got a heart for the Lord. You might not be looking me up talking about, oh, he a dime piece, but I got a heart for the Lord. So it doesn't matter if you ain't fly and you ain't got on a swagger and you ain't sassy and all of that. It don't even matter just as long as your heart is in the right place. How come? Because God knows your heart. Give all your heart issues to God. And aren't you glad that he gives you more than a second chance? Aren't you glad that you didn't get stuck down in the middle of your sin? Aren't you glad that God says, that's all right, I knew he was going to do it anyway, but I'll give you more than a second chance. You go and cry, say, Lord, forgive me, and create in me a new heart, and renew the spirit up in me, because I live for you, regardless of what the trifling stuff I used to do. Aren't you glad that you have more than a second chance? Yeah, so let God change your blood flow in your vessels. Let him open up your vessels and let the blood flow. And let that physical heartbeat and that spiritual heartbeat give you brand new life. Someone say new life.
New life.
Say it again, new life.
New life.
Shout new life.
New life.
New life. It starts with the heart. New life starts with the heart. Point to your heart. God, give me new life. Go ahead and declare, give me new life. God, give me new life. Point to your heart and declare, God, give me new life. God, give me new life. Give me new life. I'm tired of the same old. Give me new life. When I mess up, I'm going to repent, God, because you're going to continue to give me new life. When I go and ready to cuss out my co-worker, you still going to show mercy on me and give me new life. When somebody cut me off in traffic and I repent, you're going to give me new life. Do you want new life or you want the same old, same old? Create in me a clean heart and renew the right spirit in me. It's twofold. It's twofold. Change my heart, God. All the stuff that's in my heart because I'm surrounded by corruption and sin. And some of it eased in there and I may have thought it. I didn't speak it, but I may have thought it. God, cleanse this thing right here. And renew a right spirit in me. Why? Because I want to make sure that I tell everybody how great you are in spite of my imperfections. Paul says, I become all things to all people so I may save some. And Paul says, I'm not perfect, but they're good and I'm going to brag on how good the Lord is despite my flaws. Someone say new life. Shout new life. If you believe in new life, give them praise. Praise the Lord if you want new life. The Lord knows your heart. Praise God if you want new life. Praise God if you want to change your heart. Praise God if you're glad that he gave you more than a second chance. Praise God because you're here fasting amongst the families who are not present. Nobody walks in perfection. Nobody has it all together. But God is saying, what are you going to do? Not if, but when you mess up. Are you going to come to me and cry? Yeah, you may have killed somebody. You may have did like David, fellas, and messed around and slept with somebody's wife. But God is saying if you repent and clean up your mess, get your house in order, come to me and I'll make sure I clean you. Ladies, you may have fell for the okie-doke and started messing with a married man. And God says, clean it up. And I'll make sure I make you clean. Someone say, he knows my heart. Tell your neighbor, he knows my heart. Tell your neighbor, he knows my heart. Give God a hand praise if you believe it. He knows my heart. Give God a hand praise. He knows my heart. Give God a hand praise if you believe it. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Glory be to God. He knows my heart. He knows your heart as well, church. He knows your heart as well. He knows, the Lord knows your heart. Tell your neighbor.